Hi Gemini, and welcome to your monthly love predictions reading. We're going to be having a look at love for you from the middle of August until the middle of September. This is going to be a love specific reading, so if you're looking for something more general, I do my monthly general predictions readings at the end of every month. August is up. It was a little bit late, just like these love readings are. But usually I like to post content every 2 weeks. So if you are interested, if this resonated and you want to follow the journey and get further messages, I do recommend that you subscribe to stay informed. Let's get into it, Gemini. I'm going to start by pulling 3 oracle deck cards from this oracle deck. And then those 3 cards will be kind of telling us the main 3 themes that you can expect to experience in love in the month ahead. We're going to clarify those themes, why getting tarot, and then we're going to get advice at the end. Now, if a person's energy comes out and it's prominent, we're going to clarify how they'll be feeling towards you in the month ahead as well. So what are Gemini's main 3 themes, please, Spirit, when it comes to love? What are Gemini's main 3 themes? Okay, we have the Empress coming out in the reverse position. What are Gemini's main 3 themes when it comes to love? We also have the Moon coming out reversed, which is the Confront card in this deck. One more card. We have the 7 of Wands, Choose Your Battles, and at the back of the deck is another Wands card, the 4 of Wands, Joy and Stability. So let me, excuse me, my throat, ugh. I hope it gets better soon. I don't know what it is at this point. So you've got a lot of fire, but you've got 2 major arcana cards here, the Moon and the Empress. In this deck, the main theme is love, is your heart chakra and confronting feelings or fears around love and progression through love. So I almost feel like something here in the month ahead is going to be challenging you in terms of how much you show, how much you put yourself out there vulnerably in terms of like sharing your deep thoughts, your deep feelings, and then also just encouraging you to see what is worth your attention and your energy. Because I almost feel like a tempering, like with the Empress reverse, there's a strong feeling of you being made aware of how something isn't growing, no matter how much energy you put into it. It's an infertile situation. And then we have the 7 of Wands encouraging you to overcome challenges and adversity, but you got to choose your battles, what is worth fighting for. And that 4 of Wands as your overall energy is really just talking about this overall feeling of wanting balance and harmony and peace and stability and a sense of connection. So let's clarify by starting with the Empress theme. This Empress theme reversed is giving me strong infertility vibes in the sense of you putting a lot of effort towards something that isn't going to grow. I'm going to clarify with tarot. Spirit, clarify this Empress card for Gemini. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Clarify this Empress card for Gemini. We have the 10 of Wands upright. We also have the Princess of Pentacles reversed. Clarify that Wheel of Fortune reversed, please. The Queen of Wands reversed. So there's a lot of blocked, fiery energy over there. Death card is clarifying the 10 of Wands. Clarify the Princess of Pentacles, please, Spirit. The 7 of Wands again. Okay, I'm going to close these curtains because that glare is interfering with the lighting. So give me a moment. At the back of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. At this stage, we're going to keep shuffling, so that's not going to be your forever bottom energy. Okay, there we go. And then the camera can readjust to the light. Okay, so what I feel over here is there is an unfortunate situation in which things have either slowed down in, or there is a clear and obvious block in terms of growth. With the Wheel of Fortune reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed, this feels like a repelling energy, like where our energy is opposing success, and our energy is repelling success. And I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, it is divine intervention. I don't think that it's necessarily what we're doing. I think it's a case of this is not the right time nor the right place in order to progress in that way. Some of you may, if you're single, feel like you're only attracting a certain type of person that doesn't want the same things as you. Or you may be dealing with someone who is very clearly on a different page and you're like, what the heck is going on? The more I want this, the further it seems to be. But with the Ten of Wands and the Death card here, it's because this isn't your responsibility or your burden to bear. And it feels like you're putting too much energy and effort into something that needs to end. There is this feeling of release with the Death card more than an ending, just release and letting go in order to embrace a new beginning. Now, I see with the Princess of Pentacles reversed and the Seven of Wands upright, this is a situation in which you may feel challenged to be courageous, or you may be blaming yourself and looking at yourself in a way where, like, what else can I do? But I strongly believe with the Princess of Pentacles reversed, you're simply just trying to progress something that isn't ready to progress. It feels like a person who is very immature, or a person who does not have high expectations, or the physical skill set to be able to do what you're expecting them to do. And so this feels like a situation that is unfruitful on purpose because it cannot grow in these conditions. Even if you douse it with fertilizer and you're there weeding it every day, it feels like the seed just won't grow in this soil. So that is a situation that's being highlighted to you, Gemini, because it has the potential to really take a lot of energy from you. With the Ten of Wands reversed, that is an overburdening sense of responsibility, back-breaking kind of stuff. So let's clarify your advice in that situation. Spirit, what is the advice for Gemini? I apologize. Listen, y'all, if you didn't watch any earth sign things, I have a weird, like, ticklish throat. And it's really manifesting in like a dry cough, and it's very distracting. So I'm doing my best to like not cough, but if I do, I really can't control it. Your first advice card is the King card. We have the Venom card as well. What other advice do you have? Thank you so much, Spirit. We have Agape. Agape is unconditional love. At the back of the deck, we have the Ocean. I'm pretty sure Agape is Greek, so they may have a slightly different, excuse me, interpretation because it is connected to someone's native language. But in this deck, the way that the author sums it up is that it's a strong feeling of unconditional love. Now, with the Ocean being your bottom deck energy, this theme of yours, sweet soul, it's very much about there is more than meets the eye. And if a situation is looking very vast and extensive, trust that it is. I feel like this isn't a reflection of you and what you're doing wrong. It's more a case of redirecting your energy into other endeavors that are more fruitful. For example, your material success is being highlighted with the King being here. The King is encouraging you to remind yourself of how fruitful you are. You're showing up as an empress. You're showing up as someone who is a nurturer, someone who has a lot to offer and who has the ability to turn an unfruitful situation into a fruitful situation. So if this isn't working out, it's not something that you are doing. In this case, that situation may not be intended to grow for you. And so I feel like the King here is encouraging you to focus on what is growing and to remind yourself of how much you have to offer. And if this is a person who you feel like you're just chasing and chasing and chasing, or a situation in which you feel like your back is breaking with the amount of effort and responsibility you have over this situation, then take a step back and go, hang on, this stuff usually comes easily. Like, why is it so difficult this time? With the Venom card here, there is a toxic energy. There is, and it could just be a behavior. It could be a mentality. It could be a manipulation of behavior and mentality from another person. But there is a toxic energy here. And your advice is to be more aware of that. Your advice is to recognize manipulation and tactics that are designed to keep you in a place of being limited and infertile. With agape here, you are being called to move forward with compassion and love, but you're also being called to understand that this situation is more than just you. There's a lot of things going on, and I think that it's about appreciating how these unsuccessful or unfruitful situations are directing you towards other avenues to be able to express that part of your personality, because you're showing up as a nurturer, as someone who does like to grow things and who has a lot to offer in a romantic relationship, but also in other relationships. You're a nurturer. So let's move forward and have a look at this moon card reverse now. This is a strong energy of something coming out and being revealed, a release potentially, but also needing to be more aware of how our fears may be standing in the way when it comes to us trying to progress in love. So I really want to understand how this is coming out for you, how it's manifesting. Spirit, what is this moon reversed energy for Gemini? Okay, we have the Ace of Wands showing upright. What is this moon reversed energy for Gemini? Okay, we have the Five of Wands. What is this confront energy? We have the Eight of Swords. All right, clarify that Ace of Wands, please, Spirit. This is interesting themes, Gemini. I feel like, you look at the King of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles, you may be dealing with an earth sign, because sometimes it's not necessarily romantic interests. It could even be other loved ones that are impacting your romantic love life. So I'm hearing a mother figure for some of you. Nine of Pentacles clarifying the Five of Wands. And clarify that Eight of Swords too, please. Oh. Five of Cups reversed. At the back of the deck, you do have the Ten of Pentacles reversed as well. Oh, okay. We got a yawn. Interesting. So I see that Ten of Pentacles reversed as a change in outcome. There could be a family situation that is impacting your love life, and it could be siblings, or I was picking up on a mother figure. But I think that the energy here is that you're trying to figure out how you want to move forward for yourself. I feel like some of you are being non-committal, especially if you are a single Gemini. It's this feeling of trying to protect yourself, but I see an attraction here, and I see you being very pulled in, like towards someone who has a lot to offer. And I feel like, oof, I just got chills. With that Ten of Pentacles reversed, I feel like this is a case of you just trying to like not get your hopes up of where this could be leading. If you're in a stable relationship, I still think you have concerns about the future. I think you're just trying to focus on the short term, and you're not trying to jeopardize things by planning too far ahead. But certainly subconscious fears and feelings seem to be rising. Some of you are learning that you're very, very attracted to someone who isn't your usual type, because you don't like to go for something so serious so soon. But this person is showing up as someone who is very successful, very attractive, and conventionally like put together, in terms of they're the kind of person you'd take home to your parents, and your parents would be like, yay, I'm so happy you found someone like this. They could be an earth sign, but it's more their material success that is defining their character. So we're going to have a look at how this person is feeling about you. But I just want to finish off this theme, because with the Five of Wands over here and the Nine of Pentacles, it does feel like you are in a competitive situation. You may have met this person under circumstances where it was clear that you're both sort of seeing other people, or very casual. For example, you may have met them on Tinder, or you could have met them like in a bar. For whatever reason, there's this assumption of competitive energy with the Five of Wands, of potentially like needing to fight for each other's attention against other suitors. If you're in a relationship, I feel like the two of you may have conflicts and arguments around individual independent success and just trying to carve out your own independent path separate from the relationship. I could see how with the Nine of Pentacles being here, someone may just be really clinging to their singlehood and maybe feeling like they need to kind of keep things casual for the sake of like being afraid of moving forward too quickly. Or with the Eight of Swords and the Five of Cups here, it's like the subconscious fears you're feeling have a lot to do with how you've been hurt in the past. And I think you've worked through these issues. Like in terms of that person that did that pain, that caused that pain, I feel like it's not painful until you're having to reconsider it or rethink of it happening with a new person. For example, some of you are thinking about how much you have to give and how easy it would be for someone to just take that from you without you getting much back. Now, I think the Eight of Swords is you really being in your head about this, Gemini. It's a major theme for you in the month ahead, really weighing this up. And I feel like you do your best to keep it under the surface, but I see you talking about this to other people, like to your confidants or to this person, maybe hinting at it. But I feel like the goal here is that we don't want to make the same mistakes that we made in the past. So let's have a look at how this person is feeling towards you. Actually, we'll use a tarot deck. I was going to use my oracle deck, but we'll use this tarot deck. How is this person feeling about Gemini? In the month ahead. And it seems like they're either a new person or there's a new opportunity with them presenting itself in the month ahead. Passion is stirring for sure. Spirit, how is this person feeling about Gemini in the month ahead? Oops, my alarm. How is this person feeling about Gemini in the month ahead? Wow. Yeah, so it's interesting. You're showing up as a really strong partner. They are a serious person. Taurus could be significant. They are someone who takes you seriously. I see that this is a traditionalist. They follow like the usual norms when it comes to dating. And when they're interested in someone, like they do become quite serious quite soon. I feel like they do stop seeing other people and they're just kind of like, I'm only seeing you type of energy. Now, the first card that came out was the Two of Wands reversed. So I feel like this person, the way that they're going to be feeling about you in the month ahead is they're gauging your level of interest because they want to be sure before they start taking things too seriously. The Five of Cups also came out. So I do feel like this person is trying to change for you in some way because there is this feeling of them also trying not to get their hopes up and not wanting to be disappointed. I sense that they are very attracted to you, but I also feel like in the beginning, they're going to try not to put all their eggs in one basket with you. So this person is looking for confirmation from you, Gemini, that you're wanting to move ahead, especially if they're a new person. If this is an existing partner, I feel like this person is worried about where your head is at and about how your mood is towards them. And they feel sad by any recent changes or recent diversions that you've had. If you've been more focused on self, this person has noticed it and they're feeling a little left out is the best way that I would describe it if you're in a partnership. As we progress, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Page of Cups. And we also have the Queen of Pentacles coming out. So we have the King and the Queen in two different decks. I do see for all of you, this person wanting to put work into this relationship. wanting to put more effort in. I see it manifesting first in a very light-hearted way, a flirty way, maybe going on more dates or just meetups together if you're still fresh. I see more texting, more messaging, but then I just see it kind of becoming very obvious to this person that they have a future with you. And I think that within the month, if you're seeing each other regularly or if you're talking regularly, this person is going to start to feel very confident in pursuing you more seriously if they're brand new, and securing a future with you if they're existing. Because we have that Hierophant at the back of the deck, this person may have their ups and downs at the beginning of the month, but by the end of the month, they're fairly sure, Gemini, that they want something with you. And I think it's you who has to kind of come out of their shell and confront their feelings or their fears. You have to do that for yourself, your own feelings and fears, in order to decide what you want. And I feel like most of you are just trying not to repeat the same mistake in the past. So you're going to choose an outcome that prevents you from repeating the same mistakes from your past. Spirit, what is the advice here for Gemini? What is the advice here for Gemini? Okay. Okay, that's not really the card I was going to get, but at the back of the deck, we do have the Self. So Gemini, you really need to stay grounded and connected to who you are, being self-aware and being aware of what you want and how you may at times be self-sabotaging what you want. So we have the Animal card as well. We have the Eternal Child. We have the Judge coming out. And we have the Medallion as well. So I do see a grand prize that is being blocked, and Spirit is asking you to be more aware of what it is that you want, because you won't miss out on anything unless it's something that you truly want. So I see some of you being worried about missing out on something, but like, what are you missing out on? What is it that you truly want in this situation? With the Animal reverse, there's an instinct here that you're not paying attention to. It's like a natural instinct. So it's either an instinct that is highlighting something that, again, you really want, or an instinct that is highlighting something that you should avoid and stay away from. When I think of instincts, I think of like a gut instinct, and we do have blue in this animal's eye. So pay attention to your gut feeling, your gut instinct, and some of those recurring thoughts that you have. While we may experience intrusive thinking, which is an overload of thoughts that makes the situation very difficult to process and reflect on, it's important that you pay attention to those reoccurring thoughts. I think that at some point you're going to have to talk to someone about this just to ground yourself a bit, and talking to someone who is grounded may help you attach yourself more to the thoughts that are truthful rather than the intrusive thoughts. With the Eternal Child, excuse me, with the Eternal Child here, I do think, Gemini, that there is a wish here, or there is something that could happen here that is connected to a childhood wish and want. This person is like a Prince Charming type of energy, very connected to someone who you may have romanticized as a child, but never really thought that you could have. With the Judge here, I do see you needing to weigh out all facts and information and make a balanced decision. It's very important that you hit a point where you're able to get out of your head and not sort of overthink and overanalyze to the point where you're just convincing yourself to kind of get away with something that could be very limiting. But I also don't want you to ignore your instincts here. I want you to feel confident in whatever decision it is you make in this situation with this person. And if that means you need more time, then take more time. But really be aware of how your own fears are standing in your way there. Let's go to your last theme now. We're going to have a look at the Seven of Wands, which is the Choose Your Battles card. All right. Overcoming adversity there. What does Gemini need to know about that Seven of Wands card? Okay, the King of Cups coming out in a very obvious way. I could not avoid that card even if I wanted to. And what else can you tell us about the Seven of Wands? What else can you tell us about the Seven of Wands, please, Spirit? We have the Two of Pentacles reversed Excuse me, that's upright. I apologize. I'm forever doing that. We have Temperance as well. I did pick up on a Temperance energy in the beginning. Clarify the King of Cups, please, Spirit. Okay, we're going to take that. The Four of Swords reversed. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. We have the Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. Clarify Temperance, please. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, welcome, Queen. At the back of the deck is the Hermit card reversed. So a lot of earth sign energy, you guys. Virgo is very prominent. We also have Taurus. Technically, with all these pentacles, Capricorn is here as well. But there is this strong feeling of grounding and things becoming more tangible for you in the month ahead. And to summarize this energy, in terms of just giving you like the Cliff Notes version before I delve deeper, I feel like what you're fighting or what you're choosing your battles towards has to do with how you're feeling about someone, excuse me, and how much you want to work on this with them. Because this is a situation that has presented challenges, and this is a situation in which you may need to sign up for it knowing that there's going to be ups and downs. No relationship is easy. There's always going to be work required. But I think what you're trying to weigh up is how much are they going to put in versus what I'm bringing to the table. And I do see you comparing yourself to your partner or to the person that you're interested in. And I feel like there are already strong feelings there for this person, even if they're new. But I feel like what's being impacted in this process is the Four of Swords reversed, this feeling of we're still healing, or we still feel like we need time, like we need to take this slowly because we're still recovering from something else, or we're still not 100% ready for what it is that we're feeling. Sometimes our feelings get so strong before we are actually ready to act upon them. And that's what I think is happening here. But I do see you weighing up your options. With the Two of Pentacles, it could be a case of you being busy in the month ahead and wanting to kind of make more time for this person, or trying to make more time for this person. With the Page of Swords reversed, you could also be trying to figure out how they fit into your life. It may be very new. You may not have had someone spend this much time with you in a while, or you may not have been in this situation with them for a while. It feels like with the Page of Swords reversed, we're out of our depths here, doing something that we don't usually do with this person. And I do think the Page of Swords reversed is also an indication of an inexperienced energy taking on too much too quickly. And I think that's being either because you're feeling pressured, or you're very busy and you're trying to make up for time, or you're just trying to weigh up your options and roll with the punches is what it feels like as well. With the Temperance card and the Queen of Pentacles, Gemini, this feels like it's a battle worth fighting, because it's something that has a lot of pros. Even though it is a battle and a challenge, I feel like it's also very rewarding. And I feel like this is a situation, this is a person in which you feel very connected to and you're feeling very positive towards. And I want to say that you also see the potential and this joy that the bottom deck energy was talking about, this Four of Wands. You see success already. So I do feel like you're going to be learning how to spend more time with them. And they do feel slightly different to this person. So it could be a case of you talking to multiple people and finding out who you want to progress things with by eliminating the infertile options. For others of you, it could be a case of setting boundaries and saying, you know what, like I can't do everything here, so I'm going to step back and focus more on this. And then for others, what I'm picking up on is like a family situation that is taking a lot of energy, and you needing to back away from that close friend or close family member in order to take rooms for yourself. And in that process, you're also creating room for this person, this romantic interest. It's very interesting because I feel like you do need to siphon your energy away from one thing that's very demanding in order to create energy for something else that is very healing. The Temperance card is a very healing energy of having optimism about where things are going based on what you are seeing. So I feel like as you do this, as you kind of put up your boundaries and let go of what isn't growing, you're able to see how much room you have to grow something with someone else, in which you have very strong feelings for. Now, if you're talking to multiple people, I do still see that persisting in August, because you're trying to weigh up your options and figure out who brings the most to the table for you and how you fit best into those people's lives. So let me get some advice for this last theme. I just got to reset my camera real quick. What is the advice for Gemini over here with that Seven of Wands? I do see some of you deleting your Tinder account, though, if you've had one, because of this person over here. We have the Maiden. We don't have time to get information about this person if they are different, but I can tell you that they have a lot of feelings for you. They may have Scorpio placements, and they're probably going to be slightly obsessed with you, which is why you feel like things are moving quickly and you want to move things quickly with them. They give you a lot of attention. We have the One coming out. Wow. What is the advice over here for Gemini? We have the Vow as well. So yeah, I do see things progressing for you. I see at least one serious offer. I see a strong attraction, but I also see a lot of grounding for you. So if things have been up in the air in love for you, I see them becoming a lot more clearer, mostly because you're more aware of how you feel. There is a transitionary process here with Apocalypsis of you needing to kind of go through some sort of awakening in which you're much more aware, should I say, of what you want. And I think that in order for that to happen, you have to realize what is taking up unnecessary space in your life. The Maiden is saying that you will be nurturing and having more of like a sensual experience in the month ahead. So rather than you just doing tasks and acts of service, like I do see a lot of intimate moments for you in love, and I see you more kind of playing into the sensory things, like a lot of touch and taste and smell. So you may really be dating or spending a lot of time getting to know someone more intimately in the month ahead. With the One here, I do feel like a lot of you are going to meet someone, or you're going to be affirmed that somebody you already know is someone very significant in your life. They feel like a counterpart. They feel like someone who you could have a future with. It may not be the future that you expected, because we did have the Ten of Pentacles reversed at one time. But I still think that this is someone who is very complementary to you, and it isn't hard to be with them. It's actually very easy. The two of you get on very well, and they're very healing. With the Vow here, I see commitment being on the cards. I don't know if all of you are going to take it. If you're a single Gemini, I think some of you are going to be really clinging on to your singlehood, whereas others of you are going to really be trying for it, just for that stability and the joy that you're feeling. If you are a Gemini who's in a relationship, I do see you being able to work through your problems. I just think that it's going to take most of the month to do that, because you're someone who is still fiercely loyal of your partner, but you're not wanting to be ignorant towards the issues. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Gemini, when it comes to love in the month ahead. If you would like a general predictions reading, I recommend you have a look at the August ones, or subscribe so that you can be informed of the September ones, which will be going up before we know it. Thank you so much for all your time, your energy, and your support. If this didn't resonate 100%, you probably have messages in your moon or Venus sign, as this is a love reading. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to connect with you in another video. Bye.